Hi friends, it's Denise from Salvaged Inspirations and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing a trash to treasure makeover with you. I found this trashed clock, and if you love the look of patina, I'm going to share how to get an authentic patina look in just 5 easy steps. So just let me get set up and I'll be right back. Let's start. Here's the fun part. So if you love the look of patina, whether it be on copper, bronze, brass, iron, I just love the look of an authentic aged patina, especially the beautiful verdigris that they have, which is that bluish green sort of patina that forms on top of copper or brass because it oxidizes when it hits the elements. But the good thing is we don't have to wait years to get this look. I'm going to share how to do it in 5 easy steps and within a couple of hours. And today I'm demonstrating this on this clock, but you can do this on any surface. I've done it on furniture, plastic, glass, plaster, wood. Seriously, you can do this on any type of surface that you'd like to. And I'll give you a few examples at the end of this video. So this clock was kind of grimy. I started by giving it a really good cleaning. Then I removed the clock mechanism in the back and of course flipped it over and took the hands off in the front. I made sure to keep all the clock parts and the clock hands in a plastic cup for safekeeping, as I didn't want to lose any of the small parts, which is pretty easy to do. The fastest and simplest way to create an authentic looking patina or verdigris finish is by using patina paints. And there are all sorts of different brands on the market that sell patina paints, but I've always used Dixie Belle's patina finishes, and I have always loved the results. So for this outdoor clock, I decided to start with this copper patina paint. Now there's actual copper or metal in this paint, so when you open it up, it might look a little bizarre. You're gonna have to scrape off the top and give it a really good stir so everything combines before you start painting. I went ahead and painted 1 coat onto the clock, making sure to add some texture by bouncing my brush up and down rather than brushing it on all smoothly. This makes applying the patina paint to a project super fast and easy. You don't have to worry about a smooth finish or making it look at all perfect. Once my first coat of copper dried, I added a second coat of this copper patina paint in the exact same way as I applied the first coat. Again, it does not have to be a perfect paint job. The more texture you add to it, the more authentic this is going to look. While the second coat of paint is still wet, I got out this blue patina spray and I gave it a really good shake, as it will kind of settle on the bottom. So you need to make sure that you're going to give it a really good shake before you use this patina spray. After it was shaken really well, I opened the top and screwed on the spray nozzle, which is included with the spray. And then I went ahead and I sprayed the blue patina spray randomly over the wet copper paint as shown here. This process, I have to say, is really easy and it is a lot of fun. After waiting 2 to 6 hours, you get an authentic looking finish. This patina is gorgeous. And to finish my clock, I decided to add some gilding wax to the layer of patina to bring back a little bit of shine, because this is actually going to go in my garden, in my backyard. And I think when the light hits it, it's going to look just beautiful. So again, just to recap these 5 easy steps to an authentic looking copper patina. Again, you can do it on wood, plastic, metal, or glass, and it's super easy to do using these products. If you're working with a slick surface like glass or plastic, I highly recommend using Slick Stick Primer before painting the copper paint on to your project, because this will make the paint adhere nicely. So just to recap the 5 steps to get a patina look. Number 1, clean the project. Number 2, apply the first coat of your copper paint and let dry. Number 3, apply a second coat of copper paint, and while wet, go to step number 4. Shake well and spray the patina spray onto the wet paint. Number 5, once it's dry and you like the look of your patina, go ahead and add a gilding wax or seal with a poly, and you're all done. You have this gorgeous looking patinaed project within a couple of hours. For the finishing touches on this clock, once I was happy with the way my patina and gilding wax looked, I put on the finishing touches. I sprayed the clock hands with this all-in-one primer in black satin. Then I added a new battery and assembled the clock mechanism and the clock hands back onto the clock. And here's the before. And check out the after. I can't wait to hear what you think. And I also want to share a few more patina projects with you that I have over on salvagedinspirations.com. Here's a piece of furniture that I did, a really rustic patina looking dresser. And here's a large vase that I did that I still use in my bedroom. So again, you can use this on a variety of materials. And I'll add the links to these below if you want to go take a look and see what products I used for them. So I hope you enjoyed today's patina tutorial. If so, give it a like and be sure to subscribe. And you can also find me over at salvagedinspirations.com, where I have over 500 furniture painting tutorials teaching you how to make your furniture beautiful. Until next time, I hope you have a fabulous week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye, guys.